You don't even give them Fallen Shadow a second glance as we rush to where Mitsuru-san is hanging on the cross. The sturdy locks give us some trouble, but we finally manage to get the Mitsuru-san down and the atmosphere among us become more cheerful. Though Mitsuru-san was quite disabled, she quickly regains consciousness.
Labris. Everyone.
Mitsuru-san's look relieved for a moment after seeing our faces, but she seems to have quickly reached an understanding. Her expression quickly turns meek as she apologizes to us.
I'm sorry. My judgment was flawed. I'm responsible for all of this.
Geez, there you go again with that stuff. Still, I'm really glad you're okay.
Thank you. It's all thanks to you.
Oh, Fuka's safe too. She's headed this way from somewhere else right now, though.
I see you managed to find Yukari-san, Junpei-san.
Hey, Ken? Man, you've grown. I mean, of course I did. It's all going according to plan.
But I heard that you fell asleep on your train and ended up here by accident.
You never change, do you?
Since that the auxiliary staff like Hikari-san haven't seen Mitsuru-san and Hakiso-san in a while, so they have sentimental expression as they greet each other. The stiff look on Mitsuru-san's face slowly began to melt away. I was worried about Yukun and his friends after they were hurt, but they seem to be recovering as well. I'm so glad. Yukun and Yara approached me.
Labris! I'm so glad you came. I thought we were done for.
I thought you turned into your shadow for a moment back there. What was that all about?
I don't know, but I guess my shadow's been within me all this time, watching everything I've seen. And I think she's changing too, even if only little by little. And it was all of you who brought me back.
You really did help us. Thank you.
Some conversing with everyone from Inaba, I hear some distinctive footsteps. I look toward them and see two shapes running from beyond the fog. It's Fuka-san and Teddy. It'll be reassuring to have Fuka-san with us since he's great at supporting us with new information. I bet Teddy will help us too, saying things like how he's my knight. I can't help but smile when I hear their voices calling to me.
Lemon-chan! Thank goodness! I was so worried about you!
Labris, you came to save us, right? Thank you. Whoa, he really is a talking costume. You're not General Teddy, right?
Of course I'm not! Look at my fur! It's completely different! It's 100% genuine teddy fur!
Koromaru-san says that his is 100% genuine dog fur.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's a dog.
Hey, what kind of fur is your coat made of, Mitsuru-san?
This? Kikuno bought this coat, so... No, let us save the discussion of fur for later.
Mitsuru-san walks towards Yukon and his friends. Seeing the leader of the Shadow Operatives and the investigation team together like this makes me proud. These two people save me and give me a place to belong. I want to fight for these people, and it will help me get stronger. Having friends and comrades is truly wonderful. That's what I think.
Narukami, I must thank you. It seems we're once again indebted to you.
No, I have to apologize for breaking my promise to you. Your people have helped us out too.
That's fine. You helped me remember something important.
We did?
That's right. Trying to keep danger and death at a distance only results in putting life at a remove as well. I knew this when I established the Shadow Operatives, but it seems that I became too focused on thinking only about the present.
Mitsuru-san.
Allow me to ask for your help now, Narukami. I'd like you and your friends to cooperate with us. We need your assistance to solve this case.
Do I really need to answer that? Of course we'll protect Inaba.
Yukon looks straight into Mitsuru-san's eyes and his answer. Seeing his sincere resolve, Mitsuru-san nods cheerfully. Yukon's friends are all smiling too, as if they're agreeing to gladly taking on anything that comes their way.
By the way, why don't we all compare what we know about the situation?
Oh, you're on the ball, Ken. I was just about to suggest that myself. Yep.
Yeah, right. You're just trying to claim his idea. I mean, seriously, how lame do you have to be to try and steal credit from someone so much younger?
Yucatan, you're so evil. Please describe what we've experienced up to this point. Once we have a grasp of that, the topic of our conversation obviously shifted to Sho Minazuki.
Who in the world is that Sho kid? Didn't he say something about Ikutsuki being his dad?
That young man stated that he was the mastermind behind the recent event here in Inaba. He also said that he is Suji Ikutsuki's son. But the file was given by Kikuno-san clearly said that Ikutsuki had no family.
Well, presumably he had a life before he was the chairman of Gekkoukan High. Couldn't he have had a child during that time?
No, Ikutsuki had no family, let alone a child. The only things on his mind were his experiments and the fall.
Yeesh, so he was a mad scientist? Oh, don't tell me he was doing human experiments too.
Yes, he gathered orphans from different areas and performed inhumane research on them to try to artificially induce their personas.
Whoa, seriously? That's messed up.
Even after Ergo Research was disbanded, it seems Ikutsuki stole the research data and continued performing such experiments personally. One of those test subjects was named Sho Minazuki. The records state that he was the youngest of the test subjects.
An orphan, huh? Did Ikutsuki adopt him?
No, Sho Minazuki was nothing more than a favorite subject to Ikutsuki.
Test subject? But he's a person! How could he do such a horrible thing?
The Kirijo group of the time was an evil place, suffused with his arrogance. It isn't hard to imagine how he was treated with Ikutsuki in charge. Minazuki was raised in a solitary environment, never interacting with anyone. I suspect his experiences from that time greatly affected the development of Minazuki's current personality.
So that's why he said Ikutsuki was his dad. And he told bad jokes like Ikutsuki too. Hey, that reminds me. In the middle there, he suddenly seemed like a different person. What was that all about?
We all noticed that. It was so sudden how his personality just switched. The red-haired boys could have split personalities, but the presence that I felt was bothering me a bit.
Mitsuda-san, when he reintroduced himself as Minazuki, I sensed some kind of resonation with my plume of dusk. What could that mean?
There is no information on that. The same goes for the power he had when his eyes turned red. Perhaps they are a result of Ikutsuki's experimentation. The entirety of the report has not been deciphered, but Ikutsuki's data does mention Minazuki's name and the plume of dusk. Kikuno's decoding it now.
Oh, I have it too. Kikuno-san entrusted me with it because it was an emergency.
Ah, that's fine. Either way, I was intending to share it with all of you once the report had been completely deciphered.
Suji Ikutsuki, the man who performed a countless number of inhuman experiments at the former Ergo Research, who used Mitsuru-san and the other even while serving as the chairman of Gekkoukan High School, and schemed to destroy the world. I can easily imagine how many victims his experiments may have created. I, myself, am a result of similar process after all. So, So-kun is another one of those victims.
Hey, when he got all cold and called himself Minazuki, he said that he wasn't after revenge for Ikutsuki, right?
Correct. Based on what he said, it seems this Minazuki set this situation in motion to grant the hot-headed boy his wish for immense solitude.
And then he was talking about persona fragments.
That's right. He said that he covered the town in this red fog and was carving our personas by making us fight in it. The sense of fatigue we felt when we were on those crosses is most likely part of that same plan. Looks like we completely fell for it.
But he said that he'd gathered enough fragments of our personas, didn't he? Then...
Yes, he's most likely completed that step of the plan.
What was that part about awakening something? I mean, I can guess that it's going to be pretty dangerous, but what's he trying to call down?
I know nothing about that, but if it's similar to what we encountered at Tartarus, it's nothing welcome.
Persona fragments, huh? What in the world is he planning on using them for?
Is this all part of what he wants? To fall silent, full of impatience and uncertainty. On top of all that, the second personality gave us a word of caution as he was leaving. We need to make sure that everybody's safe as quickly as possible.
Oh, that reminds me. Yukiko and the others!
That's right! That Minazuki guy said that Yuki-chan and the people with her are in danger!
Naoto-san and Kanji-san said that they were going to Junes. According to Junpei-san, supposedly Yukiko-san and Rise-san were at the same location.
Huh? Oh, right. But those two said they were gonna go look for Kanji and the others, so I don't think they're still there. They could miss each other.
Yes, I'm concerned about them as well. Let's split into 2 teams. One heads to the top of the tower while the other searches for Narukami's friends. Yamagishi, perform a search and try to locate them as best you can.
Understood. I don't know how well it'll go, but I'll try searching for everyone.
We're counting on you.
Persona.
Yuka-san closed her eyes and concentrated, summoning her persona to search the surrounding area. Then again, this red fog seems to be able to block the search abilities a little bit, like making Teddy sneeze when he tried to use his keen nose, so there's no knowing how well this will go.
So much interference. Fog might be getting thicker. Oh! I have 2 readings near Junes. That may be Kanji-kun and Naoto-kun. They seem to be moving towards Junes. And I found another 2 readings in town on the move together.
Do you think that's Yukiko and Rise? Oh, I'm so worried. Oh, what the?
The entire room shattered immensely, and the building creaks. The one calling himself Minazuki is undoubtedly close to accomplishing his goal. Whatever it is, there isn't much time left for us.
We must hurry. Yukari, Iori, Amada, and Koromaru, you're the least wounded. You pursue Minazuki.
Right!
I will go with Akihiko and Aigis to rescue Narukami's friends.
Got it.
Understood.
Yamagishi, you remain here and back us up. Narukami's group, you're all too exhausted. I ask that you remain here and regain your strength.
I'll do everything I can to assist you.
Whoa, seriously? Will?
No, we should stay here. Fukasan needs someone to protect her as well.
Hey, what about me? I'm perfect!
Mitsuru-san, Teddy's got a great nose, so I think he'll at least be of some use. Please let him help you find our friends.
Some use? How rude! I'm totally useful! My babe dar is up and running!
Babe dar.
I see. That's promising. Well then, you can assist us, Teddy.
Mitsuru-san, the school and this town have both turned into labyrinths. It would be unproductive for us to search the town all in one group.
Yeah, Aegis is right. If we're all caught together again, things will get worse. Let's split into 2 teams to search faster.
All right, I can provide some guidance as well. Aigis and Teddy, you partner up. Akihiko and I will go together. Once you meet with Narukami's friends, head for Junes. We'll regroup there and secure the area.
Ooh, I get to be alone with Ai-chan? Their bodies were artificial, but their love was real. Okay, I'm in.
I can tell that Mitsuru-san's leadership and quick decision-making have given everyone's morals a boost. Of course, her strength stems from her deep care for her friends and comrades. All our anxiety is impassioned disappears as if it had never existed, and we're filled with renewed determination. We all wish to protect this world. Mitsuru-san approached me.
Labras, I should ask you this now. What do you think about that young man, Sho Minazuki?
Well, I know we can't let him destroy the world and all, but I think he's the same as me. I want to see him one more time and try to talk to him. Just like you all saved me, I want to save Sho.
Ever since I was born, I was always alone, knowing nothing of love, trust, or interpersonal bonds. I was told only how to fight, and I never considered the possibility of befriending anyone. That young man saw Minazuki exactly how I once was. That's right. And if that's the case, I should be able to save Shokun the same way I was saved.
Very well. I want you to pursue Minazuki as well. I'm counting on you, Labras.
Okay.
With each of us given a duty to perform, we promise to reunite it once the case has been solved and rush from the room. The occasional tremors causing the building to rumble uneasily are becoming more and more frequent, as if giving us an audible countdown to the end of the world. To be continued. Fuka-san.